think this is much more disturbing than any demon or monster. A bitterly crying child in this terrible, scary place. The first Silent Hill game is still terrifying after more than 20 years. In this video I'm going to show you all the reasons why. The first thing is the constant tension in each room, when you just expect that something in the room starts to move once you turn around and start walking away. And sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's not. But you never know. The developers made a brilliant job maintaining the terror throughout the game. Are you still here? Great, because I'm taking you to Silent Hill. I'm Mrs. Olsta, and welcome on the Backlog Quest. Such a memorable music. Silent Hill is one of my favorite horror game series, and I really wanted to make a video about it. I first played this game in the early 2000s on my PS1 on a CRT television. I remember it was as terrifying as it is today. I remember that when I inserted the disc and the PlayStation logo showed up, I already felt the uneasiness as I knew that I'm gonna play Silent Hill. I would like to make this video a bit more interactive, and I'm really interested if you have any memories about this game. So if anything comes to your mind throughout the video, just write down into the comment section and let's have a conversation with the others who are going to watch this video. So why Silent Hill is still terrifying? Because it slowly builds up the suspense in a perfect way. After a road accident, you wake up in your car, noticing that your 7-year-old daughter disappeared. The game starts with a slow introduction of the town, which is already creepy. It is foggy, empty, abandoned. You wander around, you hear footsteps, and you make your way into an alley. I remember this part was my most memorable moment from the game, and I'm going to forget it the first time when I've seen it. Within 5 minutes, you get a full blast of what you can expect here. Just watch and listen. This is pure Silent Hill. Especially this part, when the darkness falls and you take out your lighter and shine around the dark and narrow alleyway. The camera work is also fantastic here. And listen to this squeaking noise. What do you think? What is this? A wheelchair. And it seems someone just recently used it. Where's the person? As you move on, things are getting more and more terrifying. Dead body under a bloody sheet. Just flies flying around it. Listen to the music. And if you think that things were bad until now, it's just getting even worse from now on. It started to rain. More and more blood and dead bodies are covering the floor. And here,
what is this?
There's something.
What's going on
on
here?
the fence. After this strange and disturbing event, you wake up in the diner and you meet your first real human being in the town. Sybil, the police officer. She's giving you a handgun and you are going to find the iconic radio, which alerts you with a static noise if an enemy is nearby. It's also handy and also scary, so I don't know if this thing is good or not. After an interesting encounter with the bird in the diner, you are free to explore the town on your own.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
It is still daylight, and some enemies are starting to show up, and you are getting used to the things in the game. The controls, the menu, how to use the items, and the battles. There are always clues throughout your journey, which are hinting where to go next, or which area you should investigate. It's definitely good things, as you don't find yourself lost all the time. I hate when that happens in games. I want to play, not going around trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go.
She's at the school.
So this is the point when the game steps up a level, because you're getting comfortable in Silent Hill and you think that it is not that bad. Once you find the 3 padlock keys in the town and leave a house throughout the back door to go to the school, this is what happens. I don't know about you, but I found this quite scary. And I think the flashlight is making it even scarier, as when it was switched off, everything was greyish, but you could see your surroundings. And of course the music. Just listen to this eerie music. As you approach the school, the static and bell-like noise what the radio makes, it reminds me of a school bell. This was probably not intentional by the developers. Once you enter the school, everything will be quiet again. There are no sounds, no music, just an eerie silence all around. The only sound are your footsteps on the wooden floor. But once you enter the main corridor, there's a background music, which again perfectly matches the atmosphere. I don't know why, but I find this dark and empty school especially scary. Maybe because in a normal world there would be children running around, making noises, but here everything is different. Once you are seeing the other world for the first time, that is when the game gets really intense. I hate the other world. For me, it is so disturbing. Every time I go in, I cannot wait to get out. This shows what a great job the developers are made. I think the most disturbing part of the underworld is this room, a morgue. Morgue with dead bodies lying around. Imagine that you are standing here and your light goes off, and you're suddenly hearing that those sheets are moving. Another reason why Silent Hill is still terrifying is the constant feeling of uneasiness. Like when you are in the school, walking next to a big window, and you're expecting that something will jump in through the window. You keep walking, but nothing happens. Okay, maybe on your way back, something will happen. It not happened, but the tension inside you is still there, and it will be just worse. Also, the game really feels claustrophobic. What I mean is, when I enter the other world, I instantly want to go back to the normal world, because the normal world is bad, but the underworld is a proper nightmare, with the rusty environments, the chain fences, and all those things. I remember how relieved I was when I came back from the other world to the normal world. It was daylight again, foggy but daylight, and I heard the bell of a church. I was still in a really bad situation, but in a much better situation than I was minutes ago. The music is also fantastic, or the lack of it. When you're walking on an empty corridor and the only noise are just your footsteps. There are no cheap jump scares or anything here. Okay, 1 or 2 maximum in the whole game. But it's also still suspense and you constantly expect something. This is pure dread here. There are strange places in the game. There is this basketball court. When you enter, there is nothing really special around here. But as you look around, you see blood on the ground. And the head of a dog. I'll leave the rest for your imagination. Something strange happened while I was playing the game. I entered the room and it teleported me to a different floor in the building without noticing it first. It felt like that you as the player is losing your mind. I think this was a really cool feature in the game. The game has another thing which adds to the terror. If you put yourself in the shoes of the father whose little daughter lost in this town, how would you feel? Considering this, the main character is quite chill. He does not panic at all. And the ending. The game has several endings. I didn't want to get a specific one. I went through the game as I normally would, and I got the bad ending. Which in a way, I think is fine, because this is a horror game at all, not a fairy tale. So I'm satisfied with it. The ending is just as bad as the whole experience of the main character in Silent Hill. Good ending would be more Hollywoodish, everything is fine. Sometimes the love of the story does not end well. And there is an important point to make here. Make sure to watch until the very end of the credits, whichever ending you get in the game. It is very important. I'm not saying why, you're going to see it for yourself. There are some cutscenes in the game which I found also disturbing, like this one here. Cannot really say why, maybe because the little girl is forced to do something which Yukio doesn't want.
Bit of your power, that's all. No. I don't want to do it.
So should you play Silent Hill today? Absolutely. I did not find anything which would make me feel that it is not worth a playthrough. It still has everything which made this game great in 1999, and it is still great today. If you would like to have a great horror experience, give it a try and let me know how did you like it. This is a typical game where the uneasiness stays with you after you switch off the game. You know the feeling. You turn off the TV, remove your headphones, and the room is dark and quiet. It is too quiet.